Cowabunga, everybody. What is going on? It is a brand spanking new episode of BS Commentaries. As you know, I am your host, Mike, but I got alongside my amazing partner in crime, KHart. What's going on, dude?
The time has finally come. It's turtle time. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah. And we all, both of us, you know what? The funny thing is that, hang on a sec. There we go. Gotta get it out. Anyway, both of us are going through heat waves. Washington's at 70 degrees right now, and California is at 100 degrees. So both me and KHart are at some heat waves going on right now.
Yeah, not very turtle friendly, but it is what it is.
But if you guys have not figured it out, me and KHart, if you guys have missed last week's podcast or any of the other podcasts that we've been doing, it is turtle time. It is time for us to begin our first movie trilogy, and we start with one of the most classic ones, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. I was 2 months old. I popped out of my mom 2 months before this movie was even thought of. Or two months before this movie. Yeah, well, I didn't get to see it in the movies either, but I will say this, though. I did own the VHS, of course.
I have all 3 DVDs on my person, so there's that. But yeah, I wasn't even here. I didn't exist yet.
Dude, when the hell were you born again?
1995.
Oh, okay. So you just got under the radar of 90s babies. All right. So Correct. You were just under the radar.
Correct. Yeah.
So for a lot of people who do not know about this, by the way, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was actually the highest grossing independent film for a long time until the Blair Witch Project. But I mean, it's amazing of how this movie really was an independent film, because it was, I think it was from New Line Cinema?
Yes, it was.
It was from, yeah, there we go. It was from New Line Cinema. So this is actually our first New Line Cinema that we're doing.
Right.
Alrighty. So for everybody who does not, by the way, so if you would like to watch the movie and follow along with us, if you have HBO Max, make sure you pull up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, pause it at exactly 0 seconds. So that way you can follow along with us. If you have the DVD, pop it in. If you want to go on Amazon, do that, do whatever. But when we say 3, 2, 1, press play and we will start. So KHart, are you ready to see some turtles kick the shit out of Shredder in the Foot?
Oh, I'm ready.
All righty. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, hold on a sec. Damn it. I just got mine. Hang on a sec. Go back to
see. I was ready. I was ready
too.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's try this. Let's try this again, shall we? All right. 3, 2, 1.
Got us with the false start that time. You know what I'm saying?
And here it is. By the way, if everybody is not aware, KHart's got a blue Yeti.
Oh,
courtesy of me. And dude, I'm gonna say this. The audio sounds amazing. Your audio sounds so much better.
Mike, you better stop it. Don't you got a girlfriend? You better stop hitting on me, talking about I sound amazing and shit. Don't you got a girlfriend?
No.
Stop it. Oh. I don't know.
By the way, the opening right here, the opening right there was really good.
It was.
Gets into New York City. This movie only had, I think only 3 scenes where it was actually filmed in New York City. Most of this movie was actually shot in New Jersey.
Jersey. But if you think about it, this is a very real thing that probably still happens in a densely populated city like New York.
Okay, first of all, how do you not feel someone picking your pocket? Like, how do you not feel a hand going inside your pocket? That's the thing.
It's very subtle, I want to say.
Apparently.
But my thing is, he looks really suspect. Like, y'all don't notice that?
I mean, yeah.
And this is an era where smartphones didn't exist. So how did you really not notice this? Like you have literally nothing to look at.
Smartphones were a long ways away.
Right.
So, fun fact about this movie: it cost $13.5 million to make.
Yeah.
And it banked $202 million worldwide. That's incredible.
Right.
Oh, come on. You're going to take her.
So,
damn.
What always bugged me is how does that even make sense?
First of all, that television screen got picked up like it was made out of styrofoam.
Right.
Fuck. Mario's diaper service? What the fuck?
No. We're in New York. It's Mario's.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus Christ! You're really gonna do that on me?
It's Mario's.
So this is one of several shots that they did in New York City. That is actually a warehouse in right across. I think it was right across the Hudson River.
Right.
Tatsu. So, holy shit! Look at the Whopper box. Oh man.
Yeah. This is what Amazon warehouses used to look like.
Before there was Amazon warehouses.
Yeah. So I never understood why they didn't go with Han for Tatsu's name. I never understood that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, Judith Hogue playing April O'Neil, of course. I think I will say this: Judith Hogue was definitely one of my favorite Aprils out of the two actresses that played her. But I think she screwed herself over big time by really saying like the movie was too violent and all that.
Right. It's kind of like I always think of her the way I think about how Terrence Howard turned down being War Machine. It's like, bro, you lost a lot of money off of that one decision. But for Marvel,
so it does. Yeah. So on the IMDb, it says that Judith Hogue was not asked to reprise her role in the film sequels due to her own personal complaining, particularly about the 6-day schedule and the amount of violence in the movie. First of all, a 6-day work week, that's a reasonable complaint.
It depends on the movie's production schedule. It's just one of those things.
Definitely. I like how the first Ninja Turtles voices that was there was Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Robbie Rist, who voiced Michelangelo through all 3 films. He was the only member of the original Turtles who did the voice acting through all 3 films. That kind of pissed me off.
So much for continuity, right?
So there's a YouTube account. He actually has those. He has the movie size. There, I'll send it to you after the movie. But here it comes. Here it comes.
Best part right here. Damn.
Fucking incredible intro right there. I'm just saying it.
Sorry, I'm hand boning. Sorry. I don't know if y'all heard that.
Oh, they heard it.
Oh, I know they did. I was hand boning on my thighs right there. You know what I'm saying? I like this. My favorite part right here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who are these guys? Who are these? We don't know.
You know what other MLB is back in
that's
town?
Who they are.
MLB is back.
The best fucking animatronic costumes of any movie, and it's not even close.
Facts.
God.
Go ahead.
Corey Feldman doing the voice of Donatello. Corey Feldman did not do the second film. He did do the third film, though.
See, that's weird. So I was going to ask you, how would you have felt about the cartoon guys, like Rob Paulson, who did Raphael? How would you feel about them coming in for the movie?
Oh, now see, that's a really good question. I don't think it would work because because Raphael is not really the sarcastic one in here. He's the one with anger management issues.
Right.
I don't like the fact that Josh Pius, who did the voice of Raphael, left, and then Brian Tochi, he didn't do or no, he did do the voice acting. He did the voice acting for all 3 Ninja Turtle films. I forgot. Which really sucked because I felt like the voice actors who did. Oh, look, it's Elmo. For those who do not know, Kevin Clash is the puppeteer for Splinter, and he does Elmo. That's for anyone who didn't get that reference.
Right, yeah.
Like I said, these animatronic costumes are just incredible.
Would you like to see this movie be remade?
So here's the thing. My thoughts on that is this. If they are going to remake this film, if you're going to use CGI, you need to go off of what these guys look like. But if you do costumes, you got to do exactly what...
Me too, Mikey. Me too. Fuck anchovies.
Real quickly, I actually did that one time. I actually ordered pizza and told them no anchovies. I did the same thing.
You might throw a book at you for it?
Actually, my mom, she didn't throw a book at me. She threw her hand right across my head.
I mean, that's a good substitute.
She was a 90s mom, and she was allowed to smack me across the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Da, 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 tequila. Oh, wait. Ninjutsu.
It's pretty close.
Pretty much.
What do you think?
So angry. By the way, all of their weapons were not really like of course they couldn't use real katanas, they couldn't use real nunchucks and everything.
Whack.
But but they did a really good job at movie mistake right there. You saw the guy's hand.
Yeah. Can't get everything on.
But of course, hey, we know the one movie mistake that we can never unsee in this movie, and we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Starting now.
Hey, Mikey, did you ever think about what Splinter said tonight? I mean, about what it would be like, you know, not having him.
Time's up. $3 off.
That was 21 seconds.
Yeah. I don't think we could give him a full 30 though. Like it's just yeah.
Oh, by the way, Domino's Pizza. It's not Domino's, it's Domino's fucking Pizza. Man. God, I fucking miss the 90s.
I think we all do. I miss when the boxes look like that.
Right?
Now they just have a bunch of stuff on it.
Oh God. And they actually changed their recipe too. Like their crust tastes really badly.
Right.
Because when I was a kid, the 3 places to go to for really good pizza, or if you ordered it, was Domino's Pizza, Pizza Hut, and Little Caesars.
Sorry to hear that. I fully expect you to say Chuck E. Cheese, but
greatest fucking line in movie history, by the way.
Yes.
Ew, it's got olives on it. Ugh.
That's even worse than anchovies.
Oh God, yes.
Yoink.
Wonder how long it took him to get the cheese out of the hair.
A while. Or another head, one of the two.
Oh God, they went to go see Critters. Ugh.
No, they went to go see Morbius. They went to go see.
Fuck. fucking Critters, dude. Jesus Christ, that movie sucked.
And I'm so glad I'm young enough to not have seen it.
Oh,
God,
you
good.
better be lucky to never have seen it. I think it's funny how the people of New York are so completely oblivious that they don't notice a turtle walking around in a trench coat and no shoes on. They just like, I think they're so,
yeah.
I think they're so stupid because they think he's just another homeless guy.
I think it's less stupidity and more just desensitized.
Elias Kotoes, Casey Jones.
Ooh, I know that hurt.
No, dude, hockey stick to the face. Damn.
Yeah.
Troy Terry should have done that to Jay Beagle the other day.
You telling?
I love that line. Hey, bogey.
Not like that, they don't. Not from you.
He definitely looks like a grunge actor.
It looks like you're the one who used to be.
Like he's got the long hair, he's got the half finger gloves and the sweatpants and everything. Oh, Jose Canseco bat. Tell me, you didn't pay money for this.
He went for that? I still don't know what that means.
A punker? It's like it's a gangbanger.
Okay, like what?
Like where like Crips and the Bloods wearing red bandanas.
Oh,
and
I'm just like I've never heard of that before, but that's probably a New York thing because I've never heard that.
No, that was actually a 90s.
That was a 90s thing? Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely a 90s thing.
I've never heard of that.
Oh God, I love this line coming up here. I just love it.
He's not wrong.
He really is not wrong. God, like I tried watching it. I actually have tried watching a cricket match one time. I could not fucking understand what the hell was going on. By the way, Josh Pius is going to be making like an actor debut, like an actual live actor debut.
Oh, yeah?
Coming up here. I'll show you. Right there. There he is in the back.
What turtle?
So there was Josh Pius as the passenger in the taxi, but I love how the movies were made back then, especially independent films, because the taxi was dead stopped, and then as soon as Cotoyas was past it, they're like, okay, step on the brake or step on the gas. Emotional moment coming up now. Could you really imagine like living in like a home where a candle is just that much light to you?
I couldn't, no. I could not, unfortunately.
I have tried to channel your anger, Raphael, but more remains.
By the way, Skeet Ulrich actually makes a little bit of a cameo in this movie, by the way. I don't know if you know who that is.
I'm not familiar with all the
he played Billy Loomis in Scream.
Oh, that's him?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. The more you know, right?
So he was an unnamed member of the Foot Clan, by the way.
Aren't they all unnamed? Because, like, how do you even do that? It's not like you turn in a resume or anything. You just kind of show up, right?
No, she wasn't mugged. The turtles prevented that. So, by the way, this was Jim Henson's last movie that he really was associated with, because a month and a half after the film got released, he did pass away.
Man.
See? That's what he does when he wants to ignore me. He sticks his head in those things.
That's what every 90s teenager did.
I wonder where the hell he got
I feel like 90s kids or kids who were born like in the mid 80s who were actual teenagers during 1990 and 1995. That's exactly how the characteristics of a teenager was back then.
Oh, we were
whereas
20s?
Oh yeah, but whereas when I was 13, when I was a teenager, like in 2003, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, you're right. We had Zooms back then. Yeah.
You brought up the Zooms, God. Raymond Sierra, or Sura, I think that's his name, playing the chief here. Now, he is an actual true New Yorker, by the way. He was born in New York City. God, dude, look how old that TV is.
Look at the color.
What color? There is no color.
Exactly.
It's just fucking black and white.
Black and white, 144p.
First of all, that wouldn't actually happen. That TV actually would have been destroyed.
Yeah. Because weren't those TVs ultra sensitive back in the day compared to the TVs now?
That line by Leonardo, that the girl is a fox. Jeez. Oh, now you got arrested finally.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she was trying to accomplish.
That's what reporters do.
Exactly. Seriously. Just be thankful she wasn't with CNN or Fox.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so how did he know, right? Because he never looked in her direction.
Did he
He didn't know.
Well, no, I have no, like, that's the funny thing about this movie is that there are some things that you just can't explain.
Right.
Okay, if I'm a woman, I would not want to be alone in the subway. I'm just saying.
No.
Like, I wouldn't even want to be alone no matter what, especially in New York City.
Right. I know it's been like, what's the name? Like 25 years since the movie dropped, but the one time I was in New York, it was not that easy to get to the subway. Just one flight of stairs. It was not that easy. Yeah. Oh, Lord, she's got a weapon.
No, now she doesn't have one. Why the hell don't you carry a razor in your purse like all women?
I don't. Was that a thing at the time in the 90s?
Oh, dude, that was a huge thing back in the 90s. Like women carrying razors in their purses.
Oh no. Like I said, 95 baby. Didn't know better.
I like how Raphael was the one that, or Raphael was the first one to actually have a scene where they're kicking ass. Raphael has always been my favorite turtle.
And he just assumed he went that way.
Right?
It doesn't make sense. How did you know?
I love the sewer that they actually did design for this movie. It was a whole set, and they did a really good job with it.
Yeah, they did.
Good, dude. I just noticed that fucking couch. Jesus.
Yeah, that was in the first scene. Or
Well, I didn't notice of how low that
Oh.
couch was. Good Lord, moths don't even want to eat that thing anymore.
right.
What are you doing? She got jumped in the subway. I had to bring her here.
It's the news lady.
Can we keep her? Bring water.
Hey, that would be kind of ironic. Is that turtles owning a human as a pet instead of?
Yeah, that would be.
Now, how would you react?
I don't really know.
I don't think you would react like that.
Probably not like that, and definitely not like that.
And they're all screaming except for Splinter. I just saw Donatello. He's cuddling a pillow, for God's sake.
Now those guys in the black pajamas, they jumped me. And that rat, I saw you in the parking lot. That explains you. And
No, that was my cousin. That was my cousin. I was cousin Cletus from Queens.
Wait a minute. Who the fuck is named Cletus in fucking Queens?
I have no idea.
What hillbilly inbred motherfucker in Queens?
Okay,
God.
fine. Cletus from Bronx. There you go. You know they got rats in Bronx.
I like how she says, "Why can't I ever dream of Harrison Ford?" Back when Harrison Ford actually was young back then.
Right.
Was a pet of my master Yoshi, mimicking his movements from my cage and learning the secret art of ninja.
I just love how she's just like cowering.
Yeah, I'm just like she got nothing else she can do.
Well, that's a good point. I love how HBO Max's version of this movie, it actually gives a little bit more light to the movie. Because on the VHS, it was really dark.
Same with the DVD.
Yeah. Like, why wouldn't you tell her? Like, what's the big deal? Ew, they're crawling around in boogers.
How does that? Okay, all right.
Okay, wait a minute. No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, how does that even work? You just stack them in a coffee can.
Well, they're tiny turtles.
Yeah, for right now.
Where'd you get the pizza? That's what I want to know. Where the hell did he get the pizza?
Very likely trash. Very likely thrown away pizza.
Okay, that's actually a pretty decent guess. So here's the fun. I just got the information on the weapons, by the way. So the katanas were aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
They were aluminum made. Let's see. The bow staff was made of rubber and painted to look like wood. The nunchucks were made of latex rubber, and the sides were also made of aluminum as well.
Yeah.
But it kind of sucks how they could not make weapons like actual weapons. But I understand why they had to make them in the safety thingy or whatever.
Right.
Would look kind of awkward if someone got their fucking head chopped off by the katanas.
Well, I don't think they were ever really striking with the weapons. I mean, the non-knifey, stabby type weapons.
I'd like to invite you all in, but I really don't have anything to offer you guys except for frozen pizza.
Wait, what?
Go for it!
You said the magic word.
You cannot say
go for it.
Hey, you can't say pizza to Ninja Turtles and not expect them to come in. But actually, funnily enough, there was a part near the end of the movie where Leonardo did swing the katanas. We'll talk about that here later.
I mean, but remember the context of the person he was swinging it at.
Yeah, but he hit his but what happened was that he hit his ankle.
Yeah.
First of all, I just noticed that Judith Hogue is actually in jean shorts.
Right.
This is totally cool. Okay. Not gag me.
the way the way she looked. She's oh my god, look at this. You got cran apple, you got Diet Pepsi,
Is that
you got crap. Dude, look at that. Dude, look at that crap Parmesan cheese container.
Yeah.
Wait, was that sparkling water? Oh, that is sparkling water.
That is. It looks like it. Yeah.
I don't know how people can drink sparkling water. I can drink the hard seltzers, but I cannot drink sparkling water.
All right, it's just some water with bubbles. You'll be all right.
I've tried it before. I'm not a fan of it. Someone actually said that the turtles look like they had heads of frogs, but honestly, I don't see it at all.
Oh, man.
I thought it was, I honestly thought this movie, like the animatronic costumes were just put together so well.
But again, remember the time period of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I just love the sound effects that they do for these weapons, even though that they're not made of like steel or wood.
yeah.
That's probably how I would react to my
Right.
parents getting
Right.
kidnapped.
Right. Like, what's up, brother?
What are you doing in that neighborhood? Shit. That was always one of the funniest things about this movie that I wondered about is like, what is an old man doing out in the streets that late at night? I saw he had groceries, but
Yeah.
still.
He probably just came from a bodega. So, that's probably.
Hello, Charles Pennington. You got a son named Danny, Charles?
Yes, he does. And now I feel like you're going to blackmail him.
I don't see it.
So fun fact about this movie is Pizza Hut actually engaged in a $20 million marketing campaign tied to this movie, even though that the fact that Domino's Pizza was used as a product placement, which I thought, because in the VHS, if you actually owned the VHS, there was an old Pizza Hut commercial. You can find it actually on YouTube. If you typed in Pizza Hut Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that will it'll bring up that commercial. But I mean, so the items for the marketing campaign included advertising in print, radio, television, and also several rebate coupons. Back when people used coupons.
Nothing's with me today. I just thought you might like a little help, that's all.
I don't. Let me tell you.
Oh, Lord.
What's wrong?
That tub was dirty as hell.
No, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I would be ashamed. Gee, how the hell did he grab onto that though?
Grip.
Well, he's a ninja. He's a
That's
ninja.
how.
Sid Vicious, by the way, is the T-shirt that the kid's wearing. By the way,
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, so most of this movie was filmed in New Jersey. I think they took a month of filming in New York City just to get like landmarks and everything down.
Right.
I think this is one. Yeah, this is one of them right here, where Bleecker Street Street Station uptown. MC Hammer, by the way, I think this is it.
Yeah. Whose kids are these?
I don't know whose kids they are, but
Whose
Jesus.
children are these? Why is he smoking a cigar like he's Jordan in '96? Why? Make it make sense.
Now that was definitely '90s style with the jeans with the gigantic holes in them. But here's the difference between the '90s and now.
Right.
you actually had to make those holes in your jeans.
Yeah.
I always use this line that he's about to say real quick. Regular or menthol? He just like tossed the cigarettes to the guy and he's like, oh, thanks a lot.
What are y'all gambling on?
I don't.
Y'all ain't got no money?
God damn. Like, I find that really weird. Like, where's all this money coming from that they have?
Because they don't steal money.
No, they don't steal money. They just steal appliances and shit.
Yeah. Who put this organization together? That's what I want to know.
Shredder.
No, I'm talking about that part.
No.
Like, who built that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, it's a complete sausage fest there. Oh wait, no, there is a girl. There's
a couple.
There's one girl right there in the background.
Oh no, I'm in general. Like, there's a couple girls.
But for the entire foot, it's just nothing but a sausage fest.
Oh yeah.
Ow! Damn, that hurt. You're gonna need a whole bottle of aspirin.
Oh yeah, gonna be your ass headache.
I had to bring that one up from a couple weeks ago with Volcano with Don. So I can honestly say we're about, I want to say 20 minutes in, or no, we're almost 40. We're almost 40 minutes in, and I'm not gonna lie. The blue Yeti that you have that I got you, man, it's making everything sound so much better.
It's just my voice. That's what it is. You know, I have a really sultry podcast voice. Yeah. All right.
Why does his cape look like a hefty bag?
But that's because it is. It was.
Is it? Really?
No, it's not. But it really does look like one though.
Yeah, it seriously looks like a fucking hefty bag.
The lighting doesn't do it justice, but at the same time, the 90s Shredder did in the cartoon, but
yeah,
more current Shredders don't wear capes.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
And as we all know, the cartoon Shredder was voiced by Uncle Phil. God rest his soul.
Yes.
There was actually a deleted scene here that they never showed, where after he reveals his spikes and they roll out the red carpet, he actually fights a couple of the foot soldiers.
Oh, that would have been interesting to see.
I
think they didn't put it in because we just saw a couple of them fight. I think.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's not a red carpet. That's just a regular carpet.
Carpet, yeah. I mean, but the premise is the same.
Yeah, pretty much. And I also I love the costume that they did for this first Shredder. Like, I want to say that's burgundy that he has, like the colored burgundy. So it's really perfect.
Yeah.
And again, all of the spikes that he has on there are all aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me, or do these foot masks look like condoms with eye sockets?
I thought they were like socks with eye holes in them.
I don't know. Like, well, if they're gonna be condoms, then they definitely have to be magnums. They have to. No, they got to be the extra large. They got to be the extra large.
Yeah.
Because those regular Trojan ones, they can't. They don't fit that long.
Why are we talking about condoms in the TMNT commentary? Hey, we gotta cut this shit off. Start over.
Start over and talk about it.
Gotta start ruining it with the condom. All right. So I always found the way he would gaslight them. Oh, nobody loves you. I'm your dad. I always found that interesting. I'm just like, that's weird.
Mm.
Yeah. Now. Oh.
Mm.
Right.
God, look, I'm just looking at all of these guys, all these kids wearing the clothes, and I'm just thinking, why can't we still be in the 90s? Calm down, Michelangelo.
Just kind of
Calm down, dude.
But I've been speaking with a lot of Japanese Americans in the past few days who say that our recent crime rate.
You know, no joke. I was almost a little pissed off today because opening day for baseball.
yeah.
I can't watch the Mariners today because friggin' Minneapolis, they had bad weather, so they had to delay it and move it to tomorrow. But honestly, I'm honestly
That's what I
not
was
that.
about to ask. I'm like, aren't they on the road today?
Yeah, I wasn't too upset because I had this podcast to look out.
Oh,
look
thank
out to.
you.
Get away from your attack. It's really quite incredible. Some citizens of New York actually came to my rescue.
Now, that's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Looks the other way. But seriously, June, I would like to take this opportunity to thank one of those individuals in particular. And if he's watching, thanks, Raphael.
Why? And then you just name drop him like that. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look. I think he's blushing. I am not. I think he's actually turning red.
Yoink.
Want to retract that statement?
Maybe not.
You said what, brother?
What do you mean? What do we do now?
Put us out there, some
My mom actually bought me a pair of size one time. I still have them.
You saw him? You use him?
Mm-hmm.
So what are we gonna do about it?
What can we do?
Like, no joke, this, like, when I was a kid, this was my favorite game to play was Ninja Turtles, and I always imitated the turtles. And what I would do was, the only two weapons that I had that were plastic toys were the nunchucks and size.
Right.
But
Well, you sure act like
oh, by the way, I almost missed another movie mistake. There was an extra in the background that he was trying to crouch and everything. So for Leonardo's swords, I actually took out a screen from a window
Oh,
and just like I took both ends of the screens off, and just like that's where the katanas were. And then for the bow staff, all I did was just unscrew a broom handle.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I got oh, dude, look at that
Creative.
Gatorade bottle. Fucking glass Gatorade bottle.
Yes.
But yeah, I got creative, like when it came to the weapons whenever I played Ninja Turtles as a kid.
Right. Yeah, look at that view.
Oh boy, they're definitely
Can you believe this? Come on, don't just ninja kick the damn rabbit. Do something. April, hey, you are great. She goes,
Mikey.
Not yet. They're gonna repeat the interview at 5 and at 6, and we're just gonna have to wait.
So funnily enough, you know, April is a reporter for Channel 3, but in the animated series, she was a reporter for Channel 6. I thought that was hilarious.
I don't know why they couldn't do it. They couldn't pull that from the movie.
I don't know. Like it's the little mistakes that kind of get to you sometimes.
Yeah.
Where's Raphael?
He's getting his ass kicked. That's where he is. Okay, this was another thing that bothered me. Like when they tossed his size.
Where did they go?
So I think they threw him off the roof, but
Yeah.
there's actually a comic book that I have of the movie, and he actually made new size at the farmhouse. I really wish they would have showed that, because that would have explained a lot.
Right.
Like that would have explained how he actually got new size.
No, you're right. The abridged book of ninja fighting.
The abridged book of ninja fighting. I like that one. At least it's better than the abridged Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Hey, everything abridged is better.
Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, here in about 2 months, me and KHart will actually start our first anime commentary, and it's going to be on the Japanese season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's actually going to be really cool because the podcasts are going to be like between 2.5 hours, because we're probably going to watch between 7 and 9 episodes per podcast.
Oh boy.
You don't know if you can sit through that long, huh?
Oh God. Is it all in Japanese? Oh.
It is.
Oh. I could have learned it in that point. Yeah.
He does it all the time. He likes it.
He doesn't like this one.
Are you sure? Don't worry. They'll probably be back any minute.
April, I'm home.
No, she's alive.
There's another deleted scene with a fight scene upcoming here, but I can't remember what it was. But it was featured in the English. It was featured in England, which is stupid.
Right. See,
And speak
to learn how to do this.
And speaking of England, they actually took this scene out because England had to censor nunchucks for some stupid ass reason. Like a bow staff is fine, sais are cool, swords are cool, but nunchucks? Like I thought that was beyond stupid.
Right. Now see, look at here. He thought he was getting in his bag with this one. He thought he was getting in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then watch this.
And then look, he's just spinning it on his fucking finger.
Like a basketball. He's like, man, that's some bullshit.
Right there, you could actually tell that the bow staff was made out a little bit of a rubber because it was bouncing a little bit.
Right. Didn't like the music choice that went with this fight, but yeah.
Mm. I like this.
What was this supposed to do? He's a turtle. You can't waterboard a turtle. What did you think you're doing?
Like that was the most funniest thing I ever thought about this movie is like you're dunking a turtle in water when you know that they are part amphibians. They can breathe underwater.
This is the best part. Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yeah. They're probably worse contestants in there than they have now. Have you seen those videos where the contestants they can't get the puzzle even though it's staring them in the face?
Yeah. Oh my God! I'm just like I watched one with my family last night. I'm like, how do y'all not get this? This is so easy.
Speaking of games, dude, you look like you had a fucking blast at WrestleMania.
I sure did. It's a lot going on though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot going on. And it's ironic because I just came from Texas and it was not nearly as hot as this. So I'm like, what kind of sick joke is this? So yeah. But, yeah.
So here's another fun fact about this movie. This movie actually the filming began in July 1989, and they started filming 2 weeks after the release of Batman.
Right.
Which was really funny because the 2 months were allocated for filming and the production came together much faster because I think that's what it's okay, never mind. That was a dumb factoid, but I thought it was funny, like again, how 2 months after Batman or 2 weeks after Batman got released, this movie starts getting started. Did you see Leonardo right there? He actually pushed a guy with the sword on his neck.
Yes. Oh, who's the babe?
I don't think April's flattered. Wayne Gretzky on steroids.
Lord knows he could have used some extra body weight, so I see it.
God, I love the facial expressions by the turtles in this movie because you can tell when they're pissed off or happy.
Right.
So here's another fun fact. So there were so many actors that were up for the role of Casey Jones. Would you like to hear them?
I'd love to hear them.
Johnny Depp, Keanu Reeves,
Okay.
Christian Slater, Lou Diamond Phillips, Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Jason Patrick, Brian Austin Green, Alex Winter, Gary Daniels, and River Phoenix were all considered for the role.
Wow. That's a lot of that's a lot of heavy hitters too.
Right? Like, I think they picked the best actor though. Elias did a good job.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Keanu Reeves. But then again, he didn't have the long hair at the time, I don't think.
Holy shit, look at that. That's an answering machine right there, baby.
Yeah.
By the way, what answering machine goes off after only one ring?
That's a good question, actually. Isn't it usually like 3-4 rings?
About 4 rings.
4 rings, yeah. Depending on the answering machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How is there not more panic that this is that a place is on fire? That's what I want to know.
Right, like how is the whole neighborhood not looking at this?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, if that was today, you know that there would be there would be at least 100 people around there with their fucking phones out recording it.
Telling, look at them. So, yeah, you know you're right. You're right.
Well, that was uncalled for.
Nah, I don't really feel like it.
Yeah, I don't see him telling you anything neither.
Yeah.
Here I thought Raphael had anger issues.
Right. Get out the way.
Jesus, dude.
Bonk. Watch out.
Why can't you all just gain up on him? He's one dude. I was always confused by that scene because I guess they were saying that the Foot lost, but they didn't really lose. They kicked the shit out of the Turtles, for God's sakes.
I think it's because they got away.
I think so. That does make sense.
That's usually a supervillain thing to be upset about. Oh, they got away, you know. That kind of thing. Same thing with superheroes.
Well, that is true.
But, yeah.
So Baxter Stockman was actually originally one of the side villains in the early drafts of this movie back in the mid 80s because they were talking. I think writing for the screenplay began in 1988.
Right. No, so my thing is I don't think Stockman would have worked for this movie because I think it would have been too long at that point to have Shredder, Tatsu, and then so I don't think it would have worked.
No,
like, if you're gonna do that, it should be Shredder, then Stockman, and then whatever else you want to do.
Exactly.
It wouldn't have worked.
But this film was not shown theatrically in Asia because they thought the film was making a mockery of martial arts.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So I could definitely see that. That makes perfect sense. But I mean, this franchise could have had 4 or 5 movies based on the 80s.
It really could have had. It really could have had a 4th movie. But I mean, everything went to hell when Jim Henson stopped, or when Jim Henson's animation stopped with the costumes. Because we'll get to that here in about 3 weeks with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Right.
So the movie's New York City scenes were actually shot during the production's last 5 days.
Very fascinating.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, the fact that they, got all the New York shots done within 5 days, or the last 5 days of making the movie. I mean, that's just a little impressive.
Well, a little, he says.
You were fired.
I just saved myself. What did you do?
I like how Donatello has
yeah.
never had a girlfriend, and he even knows that Casey fucked up.
Oh, Screwy. Yeah. Broadzilla. Oh, I know Casey's from Brooklyn. I just know it.
Oh no, that's definitely, come on, that's something that any New Yorker would say to a woman. Hey, Broadzilla.
He doesn't know what that is.
It's strange being back on the old farm. Even after all these years, it still feels like home. My amazing new friends have suffered their first real defeat. That's bad enough, but they've also lost the opportunity to find out.
Kevin Eastman actually made a cameo in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know where he made the cameo, but from what I'm reading, it was he made a connection with the citizen, or as a citizen, excuse me, of New York.
Right.
Now, see right here that this one doesn't make any sense because it's Raphael and Casey Jones who have the name calling thing.
Right. So that kind of doesn't make sense.
But I also love how they're arguing over fucking Gilligan's Island.
Right.
Fungoid.
Gack face.
That's how you know it's a 90s movie, by the insults.
Saw face and brain. Whatnot.
That was actually a nice throw.
No.
Leonardo, meanwhile, has kept a constant vigil with Raphael.
Most depressing scene in the movie.
Of course.
Now, see, right here, it took me a long time to actually understand what this scene represented, and to me, I finally figured it out. So, what it represents is Leonardo feels so guilty over the fact that Raphael is in a coma because the two had a fight,
Right.
and they don't tell each other that they love each other, but he loves him so much, and he's so worried that he's not coming out of it.
Right. It always bugs me how she doesn't draw all four of them. She only does Leonardo and Donatello. Always bugged me.
They tried to work in a Michelangelo thing, but I get, and I wonder what kind of apple that is, by the way.
It looks like a Granny Smith. No, it's not, because Granny Smith.
That better be a Honeycrisp. Dude, first of all, Granny Smith and Honeycrisp, I think those are the two best apples ever.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here we go.
Dude, you're just sinking faster than the Titanic.
Oh, my God.
Drowning worse than Jack?
Oh. You just had to get that one in there, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to. I'm just that type of asshole. that was kind of some karma. Oh God, here comes that one scene or that one little movie mistake that no Ninja Turtle fan can ever unsee.
Hey, he's awake. He wants some food. Bring some food.
And by the way, this is the only time in the entire movie where the turtles do not have their weapon belts
on them. Get a grip.
About not needing you at all. Leo, don't. Boy, we missed you. It's a Kodak moment.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh no, not that.
The turtles before once
Ugh.
and yet
And if anybody is wondering what the movie mistake was, it was when Donatello opened his mouth and we actually saw the actor.
Yeah. Open that
That's-
mouth too big, baby.
That's Michelangelo right there.
All right.
Because I don't know if you saw the nunchucks on his belt, but also where Michelangelo was punching the punching bag, that was actually supposed to be the scene where April was drawing Michelangelo.
Right.
And the hole where he's on the roof, it was also supposed to be him kind of like a behavior development, I guess that's what it was. But it was kind of really bad how they did Raphael's voice with Michelangelo, because you could clearly see the nunchuck.
Right. Because I'm like, that's Raphael, but that's Mikey's body. What?
I love this little sound right here. No joke. Dude, I love the music in this. Like, I love the soundtrack.
The first one is the best soundtrack.
Yeah.
Easily.
This actually was, I'm not even gonna lie, this was my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Right.
I actually love that. I love how he's just
No, we ain't got no knives, cuz. Give me that katana.
Yeah,
Bring
use
me
the
that
fucking
katana,
sword.
baby.
We don't have a knife, just use a sword.
Nope, use a sword.
Bitch, sit down. I think that's a Henley shirt that Casey
Yeah, I
Jones
think
is
so.
wearing, a long sleeve
Yeah.
one. Because you can clearly see the sleeves are rolled up so
Right.
far. I like how she's trying to play it off.
Ointment.
Turtle wax. That was definitely the best joke of the entire movie, though.
Turtle wax, baby.
Oh man, God, I just love this movie so much. Like I said, it's in my top 5 of all time. Because movies just cannot be made like this anymore.
No, they can't.
That is actually correct.
Right. I mean, I'd hope the smartest one gets it right. I'd hope so. That'd be right.
Check out the wire coming out of Raphael's ass. If you dragged us out here for nothing, I'm going to shove you in that fire.
Wow, that's kind of dark. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little dark.
I can't concentrate. Maybe if I was looking at a carton of orange juice.
What? Looking at a carton of what, brother?
Orange juice.
All right. I can't with this dude. I really can't.
Also, the special effects in this movie are incredible. For it being a 1990s film.
Right.
Take a look at Michelangelo's belt around his stomach real quickly when they show it. It looks like it's on beyond tight.
Oh, I'm just like, ooh. Tonight.
Definitely gives you goosebumps.
Yeah. Because they go back and just kind of kick ass.
Mm-hmm. I love how it's the goofy one who is the one that's in tears.
Right. Because that is sad, dog. That's why.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's their dad.
Yeah. That's Pops. Yeah. Can't let nothing bad happen to Pops, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
If something bad happens to Pops, they're going all Liam Neeson taken on Shredder's ass.
Right.
Okay, that was none of the Turtles' voices. That was all April right there.
What is it?
It's time to go back.
That gives you chills.
Yeah, it does.
I can honestly imagine it raining this hard actually in New York. I've seen.
No, it does, yeah.
Jesus. And people think Washington gets a lot of rain?
But y'all do, though.
But it never rains like it does not rain this hard.
I mean, maybe once or twice, right?
That is a horrible joke. First of all, how do they get the cover off?
They pull it off. They probably use Donnie's staff, if anything.
Why don't I ever fall with people who own condos? Jesus. I know a couple people with condos. It's not really as great as people think.
What?
Condos are all right.
Don't think it's loaded, guy.
So you ran away from home and you decided to go into the sewer?
Yes.
Because he had no idea where the turtle's home was, by the way, might I add.
No, but the one guy.
So what made this kid think I'm going to run away from home from my dad and from my surrogate family and I'm going to go into the sewers? That's not what that word means.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never looked at another guy before. Yeah.
I love the look on April's face right now.
She's like, you're
she's
so
trying
stupid.
she's trying not to laugh.
Bathroom.
Sure, why not?
Oh man, I could really go for a little deep dish action right about now. I had some pizza down here the other day. There might be some.
I love that sound effect. Glue. Well, I never understood that line for years. And I finally looked it up. And
I do the same thing. I just don't.
So, what they meant by penicillin was mold.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're turtles. They can handle the mold.
Yeah,
Humans can't. So funny enough, Donatello making fun of Casey Jones, who was claustrophobic, but actually Josh Pius, the guy in the Raphael suit, he was actually claustrophobic,
which is ironic.
Yeah, right. And he, the scenes with him, he had to do real quick scenes so that way he could take the helmet off or the head off right away.
Right.
I like how he took his shoes off.
Yeah, he's in the car, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're in a sewer. You really think taking your shoes off is gonna help?
Oh well, I mean maybe.
Or maybe he was just being courteous.
You just trying to be nice, you know. Now, my thing is, how strong do you have to be to push up a manhole cover?
One is
Only
that
upper
big.
body strength. Yeah.
No, you do have to have some strength because
Them bitches heavy.
yeah, no, people don't understand how heavy manhole covers are. Like there's like I want to say that one could probably weigh 100 pounds.
Yeah.
You're not going to fit in, dude. You don't look young enough.
Nah.
Well, actually, the funny thing is that nobody knows who he is. So, I mean, he can fit in technically.
He could easily fit in. Just don't go in anybody's eyesight or eye line.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could easily pull it off.
Again, the soundtrack to this movie was incredible, and it took a long time for it to even get onto iTunes. And I actually downloaded the whole soundtrack on iTunes.
Oh,
Had to. So this is something that I find hilarious. Oh, so right here, I think it's hilarious how they're thinking that this is Hamato Yoshi when this is real, when that's really Oroko Saki right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they showed that.
I don't know. Like that was always weird. So real quick, so another thing, so about the alternate versions to this movie. So again, in the UK, the version removed Eastern fighting weapons like the nunchucks. They use alternate shots of Michelangelo in order to conceal the nunchucks, or omitting the show-off duel between Michelangelo and the Foot Clan. Also, the scene of the shredder and the garbage shred was edited, and the Turtle Power song was edited to change the word ninja to hero, because I guess ninja is a very highly offensive word in the UK.
Oh, why though?
I don't know. I think Europeans are just stupid. I feel like they're worse than Americans when it comes to getting offended.
You know how good your aim got to be to cut off exactly one ear of a rat?
Exactly. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna take that off now. I love how
Bro,
he just
let me borrow that fit, cuz.
I think it's hilarious how in movies and television shows, like the hero or a sidekick beats up somebody and they, for some reason, fit perfectly into their clothes.
It's like, man, he looked like he had XL. Let me borrow your fit right quick, my guy.
Even though he's like 2 feet shorter than I am. What, can you feel the aura of the paper?
No, this scene does not make sense.
No,
no,
like
ain't no
that's
way. Sorry.
No, I was agreeing with you because it didn't make any sense. How the hell did you know that he had a piece of paper in the back pocket?
So, because if you really think about it, like for somebody, think about it as somebody who's not a fan of the Ninja Turtles, all he did was reach in some 13-year-old boy's ass and pull out a piece of paper.
Oh my god!
That's all he did, because there's no way you know. How would you know to reach in the back pocket? How would you know?
Oh God!
All he did was just touch a teenager. That's all he did.
So Shredder's a pedophile.
There's a pedophile.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh God! Dude, what did you think he meant by "come with me"? I don't know what you were thinking, Casey.
Right.
See, he lifted that manhole cover. Okay, first of all, right there, I don't understand that one right there.
You gotta be thin as hell to get into that. Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ, you got to be anorexic. You have to be supermodel thin to fit there. But when they lifted that manhole cover, it looked like it weighed only 5 pounds.
Now my thing is, how did they know to go there? How did they know? That doesn't make sense.
Well, remember they were there when they took Splinter.
But they had no idea that they were back. Like to that particular room. That's what I mean.
Oh, I see.
But hey, I guess. Literally.
Please tell me that's a Honeycrisp apple too.
Probably. Good.
Molly, was this your shirt?
I love Casey's reaction. He's like, "Okay, I already saw giant turtles. Giant rats, not that big of a deal."
Yeah.
You know how badly your arms must have hurt from like being hung there for so long?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you probably can put them bitches down.
I love the acrobatics the actors do in these the suits. By the way, Eddie Reyes Jr. was in the Donatello costume doing stunts. And as we all know, Ernie Reyes was Kano in the second movie. Damn, that had to hurt.
Yeah, just bonk. Camper. She took out like 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Man said, get some Listerine. You'll be all right.
What was your first clue, you fuckbag?
Right.
Ooh. Yeah, he hit him in the nuts. Jesus Christ, and I thought my golf clubs were old.
You said your golf club is old?
Yeah, I said I thought my golf clubs are old because those ones are older. That one's older. The only upgrade of my golf clubs that I made were my irons.
So you just casually have golf clubs hanging around at the
No,
house.
I've had golf clubs for a few years now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
This scene right here is dope.
Yeah, it is.
Right here. Oh man.
Damn, just knock him into the water.
Yeah. All right, then you go first, bro.
Well, I was right. That's what I would say to him.
Go for it. Come on.
And I like how they don't think that this is weird, that there's a giant talking rat right there.
No.
What kind of deranged family are you then?
The Addams family?
No, the Addams family is normal compared to them. That was a good one, though. That was actually a really good comeback.
Oh, yeah.
So get this, as of 2021, Rotten Tomatoes has an approval rating of 41% for this movie. This is why I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes anymore, because they have no fucking clue how to.
You mean credibility?
No,
Again, how? That doesn't make sense unless
41% of an approval rating on one of the greatest fucking movies of all time.
Nice.
Yeah, they based off of 54 critics, and it was an average of 5 out of 10.
Oof.
Like, really? So the website consensus states that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is exactly as advertised. One-liners, brawls, and general silliness. Good for the young at heart, irritating for everyone else.
That
Who the
couldn't be
fuck?
further from the truth.
No, like. But anyway, like, what demented dumbass critics like don't love this movie? Like, it just baffles me. They have to be old farts.
Right.
That was a little dangerous.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Here comes that part. Here comes that part that I was talking about with Leonardo and the swords. Watch.
Right. Oh, you mean this one?
Look, he sliced it.
Yeah,
he sliced his ankle.
He sure does.
That's the only time that I think that that's the only time that that Leonardo uses weapons where they could actually kill or like truly hurt someone.
Right.
Another thing about this movie is, like I said, the costumes were absolutely flawless. Like for the Foot and Shredder and the Turtles, perfect costumes. Like you couldn't ask for better costume designs. Trying to think of what weapon Shredder has right now, because it's not a bow staff.
It's a spear.
Is it just a spear?
It's a spear,
yeah. I like how Raph is that confident.
Yeah, see, it's a spear. You can tell by the pointy ends. It's a spear.
Yeah.
Thank you. How? Come on.
Now that was just stupid.
I'd do the same thing. Wow.
Man, look at all the dead soldiers. Well, knocked out soldiers. Let me rephrase that.
KO, yeah. Be a real shame.
Dead soldiers would be Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I like how Shredder's just back there. He's just walking around. He's just like, okay, what's their next move? Oh, you pissed him off now.
Where'd he go?
And I like how they attack him just one by one instead of attacking him like all together. That would have been the smarter thing to do.
Except Donatello had the best chance. I mean, he fought him the best.
No, actually, Leonardo fought him the best.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. Leonardo, he lasted longer.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. Leave it alone.
Is Donatello your favorite turtle?
No, I just think in this particular fight, I think he looked the best.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see where you're going with that now. And by the way, this is the only time someone ever gets stabbed.
Yeah, because Leo got washed in it. Leo got washed in this fight. Yeah, he lasted longer, but he got washed.
Yeah, that is a good point. But Leonardo did get the stab in. You got to give him that. Now that's the only time that he is actually saying his lines correctly. And you can actually see his mouth move with his lines.
Right.
Now,
again, he gets washed. He's got washed 3 times.
Seriously,
by
for
Shredder.
being the smart leader, he really made some stupid choices.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. He got washed. But yeah.
Nice toss, by the way.
Yeah.
Michelangelo looks less angry, actually. That's the only time you ever see Splinter truly stand up.
Right. But then he's either hung or sitting.
Well, I mean, because you can't, because nobody can really. It wouldn't work.
Right.
Face reveal. Is it just me or does Splinter look high?
He looks more or less just kind of there.
Oh yeah, real secretive. Bye. First of all, he would be dead, by the way.
Yeah, he shouldn't survive.
Yeah, he's like, oops. But no, he fell what, 4 stories?
That was 4 or 5 stories.
Nobody can survive a fall like that.
And then get smashed in a trash can. That doesn't work.
Right?
Or trash truck, excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at Casey just on the roof.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, y'all not gonna catch me lacking. They all over there. Go get them.
And he is pointing to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still can't believe, though, that Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie a 41% approval rating and 5 out of 10. Worst rating of any movie I've ever seen.
It's a victim of its time. I think that's what it is. It's a victim of the time period.
Probably.
So, because I guarantee the movie wouldn't get, like, if the movie came out now looking a little better, I think it would get a much better review.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah.
I love it. He runs
now, all right?
He runs away for a couple of days, and now all of a sudden he's matured. Wait a minute. You just said get some doctors and stretchers, and you're tugging him by his headband. That's smart. That's the only baseball hat you actually see in the movie is the guy wearing the Kansas City Royals hat. Funnily, like, I think that's hilarious how in a movie that is representing New York City, there's not a single New York Met or New York Yankees hat ever. You really think they're going to talk to him?
Check out the East Warehouse over Lebanon Island. Get your answers there.
So, this is my favorite fun fact, but Eastman and Laird are actually the last names of the creators of the Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
So, love that fact.
Love it. Eastman Warehouse over on Laird Island. I love it. I don't know. I think he'd be more fucked up than that if he called Mike Tyson a sissy.
Right. Yeah, we love a strong, hardworking woman out here in these streets.
Or pushy, like he said. No, like there's nothing wrong with that one.
Right.
Another fun fact: he said 9.95, and that's the song that's actually playing right now.
Right. I think he gives him the finger too.
No, he gave him a thumbs up.
That's a thumbs up. Okay. Bodacious, dude.
This shit. And again, this is a PG movie, and there were a few good swear words hidden in there.
Right.
But again, it was the 90s.
Right. Cowabunga. But yeah.
Love it.
Love it, love it, love it.
Partners in crime, by the way, with the song Turtle Power.
Right.
And
now,
go ahead. The funny thing about the movie is that they made a mistake and said that Raphael was the leader instead of Leonardo.
Right.
But that is it. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm pretty sure I know the rating of what KHart's going to do. But KHart, let's go ahead and get to just a quick review of this movie. So, honestly, my take on this movie is it is one of the greatest movies made of all time because there is no movies cannot be made like that anymore. You don't have animatronic suits anymore. You have to use CGI and all that junk. And there was only one scene in this, or a couple scenes, just two scenes in this entire movie that really had CGI work. And, you know, I'll say this is the one thing you can't make Ninja Turtle films like this anymore unless Michael Bay wants to add explosions into it.
So I mean, what can I say, right? This was the first try at a live action movie for this time. It's a great film. It's a great movie. It doesn't deserve or doesn't warrant the low rating that it gets from critics. You know, it's just like I said earlier, it's just a victim of its time period. You know, it'd be a much better rated movie if it came out in the early 2000s or even the 2010s. But it's a great movie. It does everything right for the first ever live action movie. Can't complain.
Yeah. Next week, me and KHart are back doing another Ninja Turtle movie. Of course, it's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, the one that I think is the worst one of all. But a lot of people think that the Secret of the Ooze is actually one of the best ones. So I want to go ahead and put this out. The reason why I don't like it is because it actually went with just slapstick comedy, but for a Ninja Turtle film, it's still near and dear to my heart. Right. I mean, that's all I have to say about it. But you know, so yeah. I mean, next week, like I said, we're doing the trilogy, and we have a new poll up to see what trilogy we're going to do next. Let me go ahead and look at the favorite right now. Currently, the leader of the poll, not by a just by a slim margin, is the Dark Knight Batman trilogy.
Oh boy, that's some long ass movies. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. I don't think I'm actually qualified to do Star Wars or Star Wars wins. I think you might need to find a better suited Star Wars fan who can.
No worries. I'm pretty sure I can find one.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's go ahead and give our ratings for this movie. So KHart, your ratings for this movie, 1 being the worst, and of course 10 being the most fucking best.
Well, let's see. I gotta give it a solid 10 because it's just that good. And given, like I said, given the time period and the technology they had at the time, it's just so good. It's such a good movie. It's one of the best superhero movies that isn't a Marvel or DC related film. It's really good. It's just that damn good. And I don't give out 10s a lot, so
yeah. No, we are really not going to give out a lot of 10s, but me and KHart are both in agreement. This is this movie was already destined to have the first. Oh Jesus Christ! It just dropped my phone. Just dropped. It scared the shit out of me. It just dropped the shit, or it just scared the shit out of me. But no. This is look. We may be a little bit. We may be a little biased on this one, but hey, here's the thing. It's a 10. It's 10 out of 10. I mean, there is no question about it. This movie was beyond its time. It was, like I said, movies are not made like that anymore, and it was just absolutely perfect on every level. Right. So, first movie that the first movie trilogy that we do, the first movie in the trilogy, it gets a perfect 10 out of 10. I mean,
yes, sir.
I mean, honestly, we started giving ratings. What was it? A couple episodes. Yeah, we started doing ratings a couple episodes ago when Richie did it. But if I had to do like ratings, I felt like Titanic would have gotten the first 10. That's just me. Right. But no, for the first movie to actually get a 10 out of 10 for us, I love that it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love that.
Love it.
All right, so that is going to do it for me and KHart for this week. Be sure to tune in next week. We are going to be doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. And also be sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. That is at BS Commentaries. And also be sure to follow us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts as well. And KHart, I'm looking forward to talking some hockey with you tomorrow night because we got a really special guest coming on the show. Piper Shaw from Root Sports going to be joining us tomorrow night to talk some Kraken hockey.
Woo, woo. Let's get into it.
All right, so that is going to do it for me and KHart. We are saying farewell until